a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Let's get down to Bismuth on the main feed.
Oh my goodness! What's this? It's not a bonus, actually.
It's not a bonus, but
that's a lie.
we are still your jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie. Hello.
But given the episode that we're covering today, I had to do the meme.
I mean, you
have
did.
to do it 2 more times.
At least. Comedy comes in threes.
Oh my god, mysterious guest who's been on twice before. Holy shit, who is that?
Hello, it's Mac.
Oh my goodness. It is Mac. We're here. We're together on the same podcast. The streams have crossed.
I will be confused the entire time. I'll be like, which one is like the little gremlin friend and which one's the boyfriend who's also a gremlin?
Who's to say? Surely not the one that's sitting next to you.
Kirby.
Why are you calling out my pajama pants?
Because you have the pajama pants of like a 10-year-old. You have like Kirby pants on.
As you should. That
Thank
sounds
you.
awesome.
But you know what's not so comfortable covering this episode? Bismuth, which is season 3, episode 20 and 21, and it premiered August 4th, 2016.
I forgot this was a 2-episode thing, and so when I went to watch it, I was like, this is still going on. It's been more than 10 minutes. What's happening?
I don't know if it happened for you, but for me, there were like little chibi shorts in between.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that because I'm like, oh my god, that's adorable.
Well, we can definitely talk about that, but before we proceed, Charlie, did the postman bring us any post?
Hey, Mr. Postman, bring me a post. Bring me the post I love the most.
Holy shit, y'all, we got mail.
Well, Robert, I do request that you read the first one.
So the first email we have comes from Kit, who today, as we're recording this, Spotify Wrapped came out, and they are like one of our top listeners. So fantastic. Hi, Kit. Hi, Robert and Charlie. I have no idea when you are recording in relation to when I'm sending this email, but I wanted to wish you both a happy Thanksgiving. It's after Thanksgiving. Happy after Thanksgiving, Charlie.
Wow, thanks.
If you or any listener were with family, I hope you survived unscathed, and if scathed, I hope you can take some time to relax and recover. Have we been scathed by family?
I didn't spend it with family. I spent the day playing some Hades, too, and eating leftovers.
Fantastic. In the spirit of gratitude, I want to thank you both for making my comfort podcast of the year. You have made me laugh aloud in public way too many times, but it's been a blast getting to relive Steven Universe through your lenses. Thank you for being yourselves. Your chaos inspires me. Also, have you had any water today? If not, hydrate. And if so, hydrate anyway. Best wishes, Kit. P.S. I'm the same kid who recently joined the Seaweed Brain podcast Patreon Discord, which Robert is a mod, and I have to ask Robert, why are you mom? You don't have to enter the podcast if there's any context, and honestly, I love that for you. I miss Robert entering their mother era, apparently.
You need to explain. You need to explain it, I think.
So the context is that, like, our friends Erica and Carter, who run a Percy Jackson podcast called Seaweed Brain, have a Patreon Discord. Much like if you wanted to support us on Patreon, you could get access to the Deus Ex Media Discord. On the Seaweed Brain Discord, I am the damn mom page instead of the damn meme page. And, oh god, do I remember the context? I
don't even think I know the context.
No, so the context, I think, was that I was just acting very, like, motherly, I guess. I forget the exact context. And then I was like, I'm going to commit to the bit and call myself the damn mom page instead of the damn meme page. And it's
I mean, I thought it was, like, the fact that you just kind of take care of that server. Like, you am, like, the parent figure in that server in general.
I'm mom and Erica's dad, and Carter is, like, estranged aunt.
Yeah, seriously. Well, there's also Owen. Owen's also there.
Owen's cool uncle. You are
a gay cousin.
The gay cousin, yeah. You ever see those memes that are like the heteronormative family that liberals want or whatever, and it's like thought mom, gay dad, they them pet, and like
Thought daughter.
yeah, thought daughter or whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's the ideal family. you're the they them pet. That's mean.
Ooh, that was
Is that mean? I don't think that's mean.
depends on the context.
I think you just think that's mean because, like, I don't know, man.
I'm not into pet play.
There you go.
Terrible. But Kit, thank you for emailing us. We appreciate you being one of our top fans. You are not our number one fan. I'm terrified who our number one fan is.
It's not me, apparently. That's
Seriously.
Mac is like sixth.
I'm 6% of listeners.
Kit has listened to 2,235 minutes of the bits, and Mac has listened to like 1,600 minutes of the bits.
1,513.
Yeah, 1,513, which is like insane shit.
I listen to you enough as it is.
Yeah.
I want to know who our top listener is. If you got the top listener spot, please tell us.
Please do.
I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know who our number one fan is.
I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about the fans of the bits. And then we have another email that we got today from Danielle. Charlie, would you like to take care of that one?
Yeah. First Kits was titled Season's Greetings, which I can't read that phrase without seeing the Tumblr meme, Season's Greasons. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mac immediately understood.
I haven't thought about that in years.
Season's Greasons? What?
Season's Greasons.
Oh my god, Robert. I need to.
I love when I remember a meme and Robert doesn't.
Was this like big with like
it was on Tumblr.
Was this big on like white teen girl Tumblr?
It was just big on Tumblr. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You just described Tumblr.
Okay, I'm sending it to you through Discord. Season's Greasons. Actually, I don't. Where's the original post?
You know this.
Yeah, no, I do. I just didn't remember it. I don't know why. That's a G. It should be Season's Greasons.
That's what Charlie said.
I thought I heard Season's Greasons.
We both
Season's
said Season's Greasons.
It's that time of year
Listeners,
again.
look up Season's Greasons. I can't explain.
Your listener base already knows it.
Make sure to spell it properly.
It's yeah. That's all. Thank you. And so Danielle's post is titled email, I guess. You guys never get emails, so here I go.
God,
when I started the podcast earlier this year, I guess eventually they will get emails, so I won't send any until I catch up to them. I caught up like a month ago, but procrastinated. So here I am, send a basically pointless email. Maybe next I'll have a better email. Anyway, I love the pod, and thanks for what you do.
Thank you for your wonderful email. I also procrastinate sending emails, and I also fear sending emails.
I also have a fear of sending emails to people. It's terrible.
But it is what it is. Thank you all for sending us emails. If you'd like to send us more, that would be thebitssupod@gmail.com.
Yes.
And send us your questions, your comments, your concerns. Hell, just come by and say hi. We'd love to hear.
Send us your Season's Greasons.
Send us how many Christmas roasts you're gonna eat this year.
We'll see if I eat a roast.
Is your family white enough that they make Christmas roast instead of like?
Or were you guys a ham family?
Yeah, ham. I guess ham family or a roast family.
There's definitely a roast.
We were also a roast family.
Yeah. I just know in like some past years I've just been like, yeah, no, I'm not touching that because look at how when you cut it, there is meat blood. So no, thank you. Like
ours was never like bloody because my mom usually did it in the crock pot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counts as like a proper Christmas roast, but I mean it's still delicious.
I'm just like, I don't know who cooked that like couple of years. So just
That's
like,
fair.
no thank you. I will just eat my grandmother's pepperoni bread.
Ooh.
And yeah, that's most of my diet when I go to my grandmother's house.
I mean, that sounds great.
Bread.
It's that or mac and cheese.
Pepperoni bread, hell yeah.
I'll make some for you whenever I see you next.
We're coming over right now.
Buying the tickets now.
We can totally buy tickets. I mean, this comes out like Christmas weekend, I think, or like like the Friday after Christmas, I think.
I was gonna say I'll be in on the East Coast at least for 2 weeks.
We can say hi to Charlie.
Yeah, we'll go drive 4 hours.
Yeah. Because Charlie,
easy peasy, especially on a holiday weekend.
Yeah, especially because Charlie lives in the middle of bumfuck ass nowhere.
Thanks.
We also live in the middle of bumfuck ass nowhere.
This is true.
I love bumfuck ass nowhere.
Yo,
See,
you
it's
look.
just it's my
boy.
second favorite too. Bumfuck o'clock in the morning. Anyway, do we want to talk about this episode? It's
Maybe
already
we-
been
No, I
12
want to keep talking about
minutes.
pepperoni bread.
Pepperoni bread, pepperoni bread. So the episode opens up with Steven playing a video game while the gems watch and encourage him. They are interrupted by Lion chewing on one of Steven's shirts, and so Steven's like, no, that's bad Lion.
Yeah, this is some very cat behavior of Lion, but like even more because that's a big cat.
Yeah.
Like small cat will do shit like that, but it's like a sock. And this is big cat. Can wreck your fucking day.
Can probably kill you.
Can absolutely kill you, but won't.
Oh,
The
talk about
cinnamon
a
roll meme.
talk about a fucking Tumblr meme. You know, looks like a cinnamon roll. It can kill you.
I think a
I was gonna
regular
say can actually kill you, but is a cinnamon roll. That's Lion.
Yeah.
a regular cat can still fuck up a t-shirt.
The thing about a regular cat is that
They can, but
they can.
Have you seen our curtains?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say our cat doesn't like to fuck up t-shirts. She likes to fuck up curtains.
Yeah.
God forbid I move and live somewhere by myself for the first time, and I'm like, I just need curtains. I don't care what they look like. And I guess everyone but me fucking hates them. The cat more than you because she actively destroys them.
Mm-hmm.
how dare you? You must have bought the worst curtains, Robert. Like, what's wrong with you? My curtains, you see, these are my bedroom ones. They're Galaxy, but
Very nice.
but the really nice ones are in the living room, and they are rainbow, and they have little cutouts of stars in them. So like, it's blackout curtains, but
Ooh.
the sun comes through the little stars, and it's really pretty.
That's pretty cool.
The curtains Robert bought are brown with this like fuck ass print on them.
They are not brown. They are black.
Okay, you're colorblind.
Okay, you want
They're not black curtains.
Okay, you want to lie on my podcast?
They're not black curtains. I'm going to take your phone and post to like the Bits Instagram a picture of these fucking curtains and put up
I need to see these curtains later. You're gonna have to show receipts and pictures.
I mean, you have like a billion pictures of the cat, and the cat
Exactly.
is like in front of the curtains. They're black curtains. They're literally blackout curtains.
Okay, black
You can
out.
buy
I know,
curtains, they're not black, though.
I know. That was part of the joke. But like, they are actively black curtains. I remember because I fucking bought them.
They're a dark brown.
They're a dark brown.
Anyway, they have these fuck ass print on them. They don't match anything else in the living room.
We can get rid of them at any point you want.
Keep saying we should get new curtains, and yet
You haven't said this once.
See, my curtains don't necessarily match anything, but they're just pretty.
Those are black or gray.
I was gonna say I can't fully tell the color just because screen on screen.
Exactly.
But they do look ugly. I will give you that.
Regardless of whether they're black or brown, they're ugly.
Fuck you both. Anyway, Steven Universe. So Lion starts becoming persistent and trying to steal and chew the shirt. So Steven's like, haha, I will take the shirt and put it where you cannot reach it, inside your mane.
This is a great joke because he takes it from Lion, puts it on his dresser, and is like, how will I ever remember that I rode the Thunderbird? Amazing, beautiful joke. On this dresser, there is also a picture of Steven riding the Thunderbird that says, you rode the Thunderbird, and a pin that says Thunderbird. And yeah, the shirt also says always remember.
Guys, do we think he rode the Thunderbird?
I think he rode the Thunderbird. I want to know, is this where was this? Was this in the what's it fucking called? Mr. Smiley's Funland. There we go.
I would assume so. I don't think he has any other access to roller coasters.
He must not.
I think, is the Thunderbird the one where, don't remember the name, but like the one where they take Peridot to Funland and they're all too short to ride the one ride?
Yeah, no, I know, like the too short to ride.
Yes, thank you.
I'm just like, is there any reference to this on the Steven Universe wiki whatsoever? Also, can I just say how interesting it is that all three of the gems were watching Steven play a video game and they were so intensely engrossed in it?
They're supportive. They're all moms right now.
They are. It's very interesting and like we'll get into it more as this episode progresses, but I feel like this episode really shows how the gems and Steven's relationship has developed. And like it's very like subtle.
Right. He puts it in lion's mane, and as he's doing so, he's like putting it on a branch, and he's like, "Oh, it's gonna hang there safe forever on this very stable branch in this very stable tree in like lion's dimension." Suddenly, the branch breaks, and as a result, Steven accidentally pops a bubble with a gemstone.
It's so interesting the branch can break. Like, yes, Steven, you drew attention to it.
That
Therefore, it had to break. It was required by law.
that tree is at least 5,300 years old.
Chekhov's tree.
Since Bismuth, as we find out later, has been poofed for at least 5,300 years.
Well, we don't know when Rose got the lions, technically. So we don't know if she had been hiding it somewhere else, or any of these things somewhere else beforehand. But safe to say. Actually, wait. Okay, I'm remembering things. We haven't gotten to the episode yet where we learn about like Buddy Budwick's like adventures. But I'm pretty sure when he meets Rose and the lions, none of them are pink. So this tree is younger than Bismuth because this lion had not become pinkified yet.
So then how...
Because Buddy Budwick is like not 5,000 fucking years old. Like, he's not from that time.
Was there another way to access this like Rose dimension that I'm forgetting?
No.
Okay, so I guess no, because then I know it would make sense. No, wait. I guess so.
There are plenty of other places she could have hidden it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm trying
other possible place. The what is it? The pink place that has all of Rose's trash. Like later on, that's probably where she used to store stuff, and then it just became, I guess, her trash pile.
Yeah.
What have
okay,
you?
we have solved.
There's that.
I think that's
also like in like Rose's room.
That's true.
Yeah, been a possibility. She also could have been keeping it in the forge because they do say that like none of us have touched this since we thought you died.
I have a theory on the forge. I don't know if it's right, but I have a theory on the forge.
Well, we'll get through it. So a gem forms out of this gemstone. We find out it's Bismuth later. This is, I think, the first and maybe last time that they do this dramatic title sequence.
Yes, this is like the only freaking time, and it's just so you can get the dramatic moment of Bismuth looking over Steven, who is like, what? And just title sequence right then and there. It also looks to me like an anime reference. We're gonna see in the trivia if it is, but personally, I have thoughts on what it could be referencing. But I think it was a good idea too. Like, if you know things about gems, you're gonna know like, oh, it's a gem thing, right? It's like, we're gonna find a new gem or something today, and it's like that there you go, that's the new gem. I want to know when this title was revealed, like if it was kept secret until it aired or what have you.
I mean, at the rate every time we read the trivia, the first thing in the trivia is like, this title's episode was revealed during Cartoon Network's like promo stuff.
Yeah, who's to say? Gem inside of Lion's Mane. And Steven is like, everyone's like, describe her. Tell us what she looks like. She's big. She's got rainbow hair and tattoos.
Wait a minute. It couldn't be, could it?
What's her gem look like?
It's an innie, which I found very funny.
The best joke, honestly.
I mean, to be fair, I still don't know what Bismuth look like. I don't think they have that weird, like, inside-out pyramid thing.
Here's an idea, Robert. Look up a Bismuth.
Oh, let's look up a Bismuth. You know what, Charlie? You're absolutely right.
And I'm going to tell you, they look pretty much like that.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Okay. I love how it's like Bismuth the rock, Bismuth the mineral, Bismuth the character.
Exactly. And the fact that they even are like that fully rainbow color, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
Amazing. Anyway,
eventually the gems are like, oh, take out the gem, like bring her out to meet us. And so I like how as Steven is like going in and out of Lion's Mane to like see what the gem looks like and then report back to the gems, it's sort of like whack-a-mole.
Yeah,
and
it really
considering
is.
that Bismuth's weapon, like her main weapon is mallets, it would have been kind of funny if she tried to do like a whack-a-mole bit.
That would have been hilarious. There should be a joke. There should have been a joke about that at some point. I don't think there ever was.
Nope.
So Steven goes in there and is like, hands? Hello? You want to come out? And how freaked out would you be? waking up after an uncertain amount of time from a bubble and being like, okay, there's this human person leading me out this way. This is grass, I think. Nope, it's the lion's mane. I'm in a house. What? Huh?
And then all of a sudden, your friends who you haven't seen, in Bismuth's mind, she saw them like yesterday. They haven't seen her in 5,000 years.
And you know this is serious, not because Pearl is crying, because Pearl always cries, but because Garnet takes off her glasses.
Yeah. And she's also crying, but that's also kind of par for the course these days. Garnet's very more in tune with her emotions recently.
Yeah, she really is. Amethyst is just like, oh, look, a total stranger. No way. Pearl instead jumps into Bismuth's arms. I love their banter. Tell me Bismuth is not beautiful with the banter, okay?
She's like, wait a minute, the Pearl I knew would never come for a hug. Who do you belong to? Did someone lose you? And Pearl's like, I belong to nobody, which is fantastic.
Yep. And Bismuth is also like, you're two to talk when talking to Garnet. And what does Garnet do? She like gives her a little punch on the arm and is like, huh, your ruby is showing. Like, interesting.
Yeah.
I also think an underrated part of this is the animation of Lion's face when Bismuth comes out, with his eyes just bulging because she is significantly larger than Steven.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I want to know how that weighs down on him. Lars, when people come out of his head, he definitely flops around a bit. Like, that's weight now in the
Yeah.
real world.
Can I also be the person to try and ruin the scene with science? Because it's like, hey, how is it that Steven can't breathe, but yet Bismuth can speak words?
Gems don't breathe.
Yeah, like they don't breathe, but you still need air to carry sound. So like, even if she doesn't breathe, there's no air to carry her voice, and there's no air to bring the sound to Steven's ear.
Okay, but Steven also talks inside of Lion in this episode.
He's thinking. It's in his brain. It's
Yeah, it is. Robert is right about that, but I think the answer is just that she's a gem, and this kind of logic does not apply to how gems work and are made, because whatever this thing is inside of Lion is again gem made. So it's made for them to be able to exist. And
essentially.
yeah, it's a gem pocket dimension. It's made for them to still be able to exist and communicate and travel between people, apparently, later on. They're trying to figure out what happened to Bismuth. Okay, I feel like it's interesting that no one really asks Bismuth what happened. Like, really. They're like, we thought you'd been shattered, like, and all of this. And instead they're catching Bismuth up on what's been going on instead of being like, why are you in the lion?
There are a couple of times where she tries to tell them, but she sort of like double takes and doesn't say anything. And I guess it's mainly because she doesn't want to taint the memory of Rose.
She's the one who tried to kill Rose. So, but hey, Bismuth's like, yeah, I'm one of the original crystal gems. Who are these two? New recruits? We could always use some amethysts. And this is a little meatball. Who's that? Calling a small human a meatball. Is this a slur?
I think it depends on the size of the human. I called a baby a meatball over Thanksgiving. I don't think that was a slur.
Yeah, no,
there's a difference when one of them is an alien who was not made of meat, though.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
I think it's only a slur if you're saying it's like Danny DeVito.
I just mean in the literal sense is like, oh, look at this child. This is a ball of meat. Surely they did not have meatballs and spaghetti 5,000 years ago. So that's not what Bismuth is referencing.
When were spaghettis and meatballs invented?
A long time ago, but not that long.
Italy did not exist.
You are correct. Italy did not exist 5,000 years ago. For me, I'm reminded now of Ben 10, where a lot of his aliens' names are very basic things that a 10-year-old would come up with. But people in the fandom have come up with jokes about how he's essentially calling them slurs.
Oh, absolutely.
Ben's Tetraman 4, a literal 4-man alien, he calls it forearms. And people are like, are you calling that alien a slur, my guy? Like, chill.
I think so.
So apparently there are meatball-like dishes in ancient Rome in the 4th and 5th centuries AD.
That is about 2,500 years ago.
And variations of meatballs also appeared in China around 200 BC.
200 BC. Still not far enough.
All right, well, maybe
I don't-
Bismuth invented meatballs.
Meatballs, spaghetti over meat.
You know
Ravioli,
what? You know
ravioli.
what? I mean, she's pretty good, like, working with her hands and, like, hot things. So perhaps she could also be a cook as well as a blacksmith.
Bismuth invented meatballs.
Bismuth,
Anyway,
I don't think she
Bismuth
invented
invented
meatballs.
meatballs. Also, meatball is a slur against humans. From if you are a gem. That's my take on this.
And I say that it's canon that Bismuth invented meatballs. No one
It
proved me
very well-
wrong.
no one can prove you wrong. This
I'm
is
gonna-
true.
Exactly.
I'm gonna Google it and prove you wrong right now.
Who invented meatball?
The inventor of meatballs is Giuseppe Bismuth.
Exactly. Her first name is Giuseppe.
Yeah, why not?
I
Why,
believe
what,
that.
what do you have against the name Giuseppe?
Juice? Wow.
Oh my god, juice.
Okay. So this is what the gang says they were told happened to Bismuth is that Rose lost track of her after a battle of some kind. What battle was it?
You're asking me a question about a battle, and Mac and I watch Jeopardy a lot, so I immediately want to react with like, what is the battle of? At this point, it's like an illness. Mac and I are infected every time.
Battle for the Ziggurat. There you go.
What is Battle for the Ziggurat?
My brain says it's remember the weird triangle thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. It's the upside down triangle temple thing. My brain
okay.
says that that's the ziggurat, but I have no idea because ziggurat's just like a term for like a Mesopotamian temple,
Yeah.
like pyramid, thing. So my brain says it's that, but I have no fucking clue. So yeah, Bismuth is like, what? Interesting. Where's Rose? Can I talk to her? And so hi, I'm Rose, but I'm also not Rose, is what Steven says. I have her gem. The rest is from my dad.
You know, genetic material and all that. Ha ha. Greg Universe boned Rose.
Did it raw.
Yeah, they did it raw.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, we've made jokes and implications and asked questions about like how did Rose know how to make a uterus and like a vagina and stuff like that.
So Greg got her some sexual like books, sexual reproduction things, and she studied the hell up on all of those things. 1, so she could perform for him, and 2, so she could make Steven. Question is, did they do it more than
well-educated woman?
Question is, did they do it more than one time?
I really hope that Greg got to hit it raw at least more than once.
I hope Rose got to do it more than once before she died.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Why are you thinking about only the man in this situation?
Because men.
So Bismuth is trying to take apart Steven's house. Like, wow, this place is horrible. You're making it out of wood. Terrible. Hey, where are the other crystal gems? What other crystal gems? Who are you talking about?
Hey, where are my friends? What do you mean? What do you mean your friends? And it's like, oh shit. So it turns out the diamonds kind of sort of, well, not the diamonds, Homeworld. We didn't get the diamonds yet specifically. Homeworld, knock knock, wink wink, sort of killed your friends.
Yeah, they take her to the fucking Strawberry Battlefields, and she's like, we were just here. We were just fucking here.
Yeah, again, according in Bismuth's like perception, she saw everyone like a day ago or whatever, a few hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would kill for a 5,300 year nap, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, like yeah, no, where's all my friends? And it's like
then you wake up and all your friends are dead.
It's like all my friends are dead. Do you know where that's from?
Maybe.
You roll your eyes and like I know where that's from. Why are you
I
singing?
rolled my eyes and you're referencing a meme again.
Oh, all my friends are dead.
Bismuth is getting very emotional about, Crazy Lace, Biggs, Snowflake.
Yeah, who are these people? Because those aren't gems.
They are. I mean,
they are.
But they are.
But like, there is not a Snowflake gem or Crazy Legs gem.
I'm sure some of them will be in the trivia.
God forbid they want to have like little quirky nicknames instead of their fucking like government assigned names.
Because like, I think it's fine for like, this is the crystal gems. They obviously
100%.
chose like nicknames to differentiate themselves.
Sure, but it was just very funny to be seeing somebody like crying over Crazy Legs.
Do you not care about Crazy Legs, you sick
Crazy Lace,
bastard?
excuse me.
Do you not care about Crazy Legs, you sick bastard?
No, because apparently they're not a character.
Oh, nope, that is in fact a type of gem. Ha!
Is it real?
Crazy Lace Agate.
What the fuck did you call me?
What does this look like? Open a tab.
Open tab. What's a Crazy Legs?
No, it's not Crazy Leg, it's Lace.
Oh, Crazy Lace Agate. Oh, shit.
Mhm.
Huh.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, it's very pretty.
Yeah, I'll look at it in a heart.
Wait.
But
What the fuck?
Apparently at some point we see her.
yeah, no, I was getting to that. I'm pretty sure we see all 3 of these gems in future.
Oh shit.
And possibly the last episode of like the official show as well. Like,
Here we are in the
huh,
future.
because they're all corrupted gems right now.
Right. All right,
So
I
we
rescind all
see-
my previous statements.
Yeah, so we see Crazy Lace Agate, Biggs Jasper, and Snowflake Obsidian. Yeah. Everything comes back. Everything is important in Steven Universe, guys. That's why I love this fucking show. Anyway, Homeworld destroyed the crystal gems, but like we also won the war. But Homeworld still wants this fucking planet and keeps coming back for it.
We
So
won the war, but at what cost? And so Bismuth is like, okay, they wanna come for the Earth. I have an opportunity to fight again. We're gonna fight them. And so Bismuth takes them to the forge. They warp near an active volcano, and Bismuth leads them into the entrance of the forge. They go inside, and Bismuth, like, she turns on the lava. I love how when Steven walks in, he's like, "Woo, it's hot in here, like an oven." And Bismuth is like, "Oh, you think it's hot, right?" It's like, "Yeah, like an oven."
1, Bismuth does not know what an oven is. Let's be clear on that. 2, you did skip over Bismuth rallying Garnet and Pearl to be like, hey, we can do this. We can still fight against Homeworld. Like, remember we took on 3 battalions, Garnet? And Pearl, remember you stole that ship from that Emerald? How embarrassing for her, what Pearl said. I fucking love that line. And yeah, they go to the forge. My theory on this forge, is this Bismuth's room?
Maybe, who's to say? I mean, Bismuth, like most crystal gems, doesn't sleep, so she's just. That's bringing an image of toxicity. If she's like constantly just sleep, like being in that area in the forge, constantly making weapons for the army, for the rebellion.
Well, that's not why they created the rooms in the temple or anything. It's just like a place for them to go, and that's why my brain is just like, what if this is her room? Like this was a possible place for the rebellion and all of this, and the room is so very specifically built for her and all the things that she would need. And there's also just how
that's
she
why,
gets
because
into it.
she built it.
True, but there's also the way that she enters it, and there's just it's shaped like her gem. Like the door is like so shaped like her gem when it opens up that my brain's just like, is this a crazy theory? I don't know. It could just be something that she made, or it could also be like her temple room, but not in the temple. We don't have any context for rooms like this outside of the temple, so
I don't think it's as crazy as you're making it sound. I think that's entirely a possibility.
could be. It's unclear. She bathes in lava. She's fucking metal.
she's not even metal. She's a fucking light
She's a
construct.
rock.
She's a light construct.
I'm pretty sure Bismuth is actually a metal.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! God damn it! Before I come on here next, I'm gonna read up on some geology.
Yeah. So I don't do the segment anymore, but
Yeah, this segment had died, like fell and died hard.
the segment died and fell hard. But guess what? Bismuth is a chemical element and a post-transition metal.
Good
with
for
the
her.
atomic number 83.
Good for her. Her transition results look fantastic.
Right. That's post-transition top surgery right there with the innie gem. Yeah, so this forge is fucking cool. Lots of anvils, the lava bath, and this is when Steven learns what forge is. Because he doesn't understand. He's just like, what's a forge? What's going on?
He's never been to school.
What's a forge with you?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Let me live. What's a forge with you?
Yeah, why are you getting all up in Robert's bismuth?
That's number 2. We can only say it one more time to be funny.
Yeah, so Amethyst has been like I don't know who the fuck she is.
I don't know who the fuck she is. Isn't it weird that the crystal gems never mentioned her to us? Not even Rose? Yeah, that is pretty weird. And then Bismuth is like, hey, Amethyst, let me put a mace at the end of your whip. And Amethyst is like, I love Bismuth. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
valid.
love the upgrades we get here for the gems. I feel like I don't know if we see them outside of this episode, but like they're amazing. Garnet gets like spikes for her fists. I don't know, it feels like words
Like
that I'm
brass
thinking
knuckles.
of. Yeah,
The
there you go.
brass
It feels
knuckles.
like you're adding like actual brass knuckles onto her like giant punching fists. And Pearl gets some additions to her spear to make it a trident. I love it.
All I'm imagining is a scene from the first Percy movie where he gets like the fucking water trident when he fights
And
Luke.
yeah, maybe I am the son of Poseidon.
Oh my god, maybe Pearl's the son of Poseidon.
I need to tell you the really cursed thought that I had about what she would do for Steven's shield. She would put additions onto the shield to make it a fidget spinner.
I
Cursed
mean,
thought.
I feel like a shield is already a fidget spinner if you try hard enough.
If you've played Hades, it is. The Zeus shield is literally a fidget spinner.
Y'all youngins with your fidget spinners, I remembered Beyblades. Let 'em rip.
What do you mean remembered? The kids are still playing with those, Robert.
We don't know any children. We don't know what they're doing out there.
We know a few children, but they're like not like
That's how
capable
I
yet.
learned about
They live
Beyblades.
like 8 hours away.
This is how I learned about Beyblades, is I saw children playing with them in the year of our Lord,
You didn't
2025.
You didn't know about Beyblades from your own youth?
I was assigned female at birth. No, I did not.
True, so was I, but I knew dudes. Like my parents
None of
wouldn't
my
buy
friends
me
were dudes.
Beyblades.
Tragic. Well, not tragic, dude.
I also just didn't have a lot of friends. So
I just went to a very small school. We were kind of just, whether you were friends or not, proximity.
Mm-hmm.
If it didn't interest me, I wasn't paying attention. So additions to the weapons. Very, very cool. Very awesome. Everybody loves Bismuth. She's the best one.
And then later we see a scene of all the crystal gems minus Steven, who's like sitting in a little beach chair sipping on his cola. They're all sparring. It's tradition to spar before a battle. And Steven's like, well, this isn't my kind of tradition. I have different traditions I follow. And much love and credit to Bismuth, who has not been around for 5,000 years. She's not stuck in the past in some ways. She's like, oh yeah, no, you want to do different things? Yeah, we'll do different things. I'll give them a shot.
Well, hey, let's be clear. She hasn't lived out those 5,000 years. And like yesterday, she was part of a rebellion where the whole thing was doing the new and cool thing, which is being your own person.
No, it's murder.
And
the
like
cool thing is
trying
murder.
to do something different, you know?
Everyone knows the cool thing is murder.
So like she's still open to this idea and not fully like stuck in a certain way of thinking, I think, because she hasn't been like the crystal gems who were there for thousands and thousands of years. It took them so long to warm up to like all these new and different things.
Right.
It took Steven. Bismuth didn't need that time. She just immediately had Steven. But I also do love them sparring with Bismuth because once again, she's telling everybody how great they are and how like strong and powerful they are. Okay, Bismuth like just needs to be not a motivational speaker.
No.
But another cursed thought. What are those people who do the bicycling, the stationary bicycling
Soul
things?
cycle instructor?
Yes.
How the fuck did you pull that out of your ass just from Charlie saying those people who are on bicycles?
They said stationary bicycle.
Stationary bicycle. Oh, I did not hear the stationary part. Rip.
And also, Bismuth does have big Soul Cycle instructor vibes in this moment.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Bismuth is like, yes, we can do it. You are strong enough. Like,
I'm being reminded of a monologue from Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. He's like, yes, I feel amazing. I can win. I can fight. I can do this. Something like that.
I think the thing that I like most about this episode, and this is also technically the reason that I came on for this episode. No one asked me, but I'm telling you anyway.
I'm sorry. Robert made me forget things.
It's okay. He makes me forget things too. The issue that I have with y'all's podcast is there is not enough dead mom content on here for what is very clearly a dead mom show.
It is a dead mom show. You're right.
It is a dead mom show, but Robert keeps making dead dad jokes, which incorrect.
Well, I don't have a dead mom.
Wait,
I do.
Mom's not dead. Steven is mom.
Therefore, mom not dead.
I mean, technically, you're right.
Eat shit. Checkmate.
However, I think what all the episodes that we get with Lion, specifically with things like coming out of Lion's mane and also Rose's like dump site, there is very much this feeling when you lose a parent young, I think, at least in my experience, of, okay, like this is a person that I came from, but I have no idea who the hell she was. Because I don't think you like realize your parents are a person until you're in like your mid-20s and you're like, oh, you had like a whole life before I rolled on the scene. Like, who the hell are you? And so I think there are very much moments, I think, after you lose a parent when you're young, before you kind of have this realization of either going through their things or like meeting an old friend of theirs. And they're like, oh, let me tell you about all this shit that your mom did. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because none of this matches up with like the image that I had in my head of who this person is. And I think like this episode so much has the vibes of like your mom's old friend from college strolled into town who had like no idea that she even had a kid. And now it's like, oh, let me tell you all the crazy stuff me and your mom got up to. And I think like I don't think Lion was ever meant to be like a metaphor for that. But like, especially like the episode where he finds like all the stuff like in Lion's mane, it's like, oh, this was my mom's stuff. Why did she have this? What did this mean to her? And like this puzzle of like going backwards, of figuring out who Rose was, and in part of that who Steven is, of like that going backwards through like finding her things and meeting people that she knew, I think is really validating.
I don't have this experience, but as you were talking, my brain went to like the scene from Onward. If you've seen that Pixar movie, it's a dead dad one. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait, what the fuck is Onward? Yeah, no.
It's the D&D Pixar movie.
The Disney short.
No, full movie.
What am I thinking of?
No, it's the bitch where it's Tom Holland voicing like a goblin dude, and his older brother is.
Oh, I am thinking of the right thing.
And his older brother is voiced by Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it's a good movie beyond Chris Pratt's involvement.
That's why I call him Chris Pratt.
There's literally a scene where, like the dad's like old college friend like goes and sees this boy he's wearing his dad's college jersey and is like, oh, you go to that school? No, this is my dad's. And he sees like the name on it. It's like, I went to school with your dad, yada yada yada, tells him some things, and like, so
like I have vivid memories of like cleaning out my mom's closet and finding things and being like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, what is this? What were we doing? And like having to just like parse out half of her life without being able to be like, Mom, hello. And I think Steven, whether or not we want to say that Rose is dead is a different story, but I think you see him go through that same thing of trying to figure out who Rose was through all of these like untangible things.
Sorry, just thinking about how that would have been interesting for me to be like, who the fuck is my mother? Why does she have 1,000 Barbies? What's going on there? Why is there an entire thing of supernatural romance novels under her bed? What's going on?
And then your mom's friends would have been like, yeah, your mom fought in the Barbie War of 2006.
I still to this day say the thing that was more traumatizing than my mom dying was cleaning out her drawer and finding my own baby teeth.
No,
horrifying.
No. Hard no.
What happens when you inherit your own teeth? What do you do with them? Those are supposed to just be disposed of.
I think they sang about that in
How
movies.
do you dispose of teeth?
What do you do with your own baby teeth that you found in your mom's drawer?
Can you plant them in the ground?
I think I just took them out.
And have like skeletal warriors come out of the ground?
Oh, look, that is our third Percy Jackson reference. We can't make another one.
Out of time.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my soapbox.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your soapbox. Robert, this is the content we've been missing all along. So Steven shares these new rituals, as he calls them. We start off with badminton, which Bismuth kills the birdie. That's what it's called. She just like spikes it. And we haven't fully talked about how Bismuth doesn't have like a summoned weapon. She just shapeshifts her hand into like usually a hammer. At this point, she transforms it into like a racket so she can join in the game.
Shout out to my character in our D&D campaign, whose whole gimmick is having a gur bag from Invader Zim, and he pulls on the tongue and brings out a giant mallet.
Shout out to Robert's character, who is like a cis male.
Oh, that's like a huge part of my character that I like built up. I'm a cis straight male.
I think you're the only person to play D&D and pick a cis white male.
I didn't say white, I just said cis and straight. Oh, I think he's white now that I think about it.
And everyone calls you Soup now.
Oh yeah, because the name I chose was William Roth, and you can shorten that.
That's a white guy name.
And then you can shorten that to Bob, like Bill
Broth.
Roth or Broth, and so I'm like, call me Soup.
No, you said call me Broth, and I was just like, nah, I'm gonna call you Soup.
I'm Soup is broth but with things in it, so you're promoting me.
Yes,
You're
but I'm
more
also
filling now.
bastardizing your name once even more than you already did.
Congrats, you're a full meal.
Wow, Robert's a full course meal, not a snack.
I mean,
you can't be horny for me on this podcast. That's illegal.
Y'all are horny on this podcast all the time.
Yeah, not for each other. You can't be horny for me. You can maybe be horny for Charlie.
Noted. Anyway.
Okay, absolutely. Mac and I will flirt, and Robert will be.
You're too similar. We can't.
It would be so funny though.
It's like dating your clone. I can't do it.
We cut to night where Steven is like, hey, Bismuth, you can sleep here in the beach house if you want. Because, again, she's a gem. She doesn't really sleep. But she's like, I'll give it a chance. Why not? What?
You skipped parts of
you
the
skipped
montage
up her Lonely Blade
that were important to the plot.
We're
They're
like an hour
cards.
recording. I thought we already covered it. Sorry.
They are playing cards, and Pearl is easing Bismuth's anxieties about there being a diamond card. Did you notice that? Because I noticed that.
I did.
Amethyst is cheating with shapeshifting. And hey, look, they are cooking. They do cook. Bismuth is a great cook. She does not cook meatballs. She does cook pizza. Bismuth is Italian.
It's only cheating. It's only cheating if you get caught, by the way.
Bismuth is Italian.
Yeah, Giuseppe Bismuth.
That's my stance on this. Amethyst makes a terrible creation with like a pizza and then a burrito and then some chips on top of it. Makes it into a bigger burrito.
Deep throats it.
Yeah, literally, that is one of the most interesting. Like you screenshot that moment and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, Amethyst? She does not have a uvula. I'm gonna say it right now. She does not have one. Bismuth does not understand Lonely Blade, and this is important for the rest of the episode because Bismuth is like, Lonely Blade, you have to use this super powerful weapon. Why would you not use it? And
it's like, because it's going to corrupt him or whatever. And lo and behold, hey, foreshadowing?
Foreshadowing. I love when this happens in Steven Universe. Pearl says it's entertainment. That's why. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, sleeping.
Yeah, so
Bismuth never
Steven's
slept.
like, hey, Bismuth, you can sleep here. And then Bismuth is like, I've never slept before, but I'll give it a chance. Will you show me your combat skills tomorrow? And Steven's like, well, I really can. Most of my weapons are for defense, except for Rose's sword. And he pulls it out of Lion's Mane, and Bismuth is like, oh, I'm the one who made it. I made it, and at a time when I was like brought here to what I presumed to be what I presumed was going to be like building places for the thinkers to think, building places for the fighters to fight, and not having a purpose. But Rose like grabbed me up one day and was like, what do you want to build? And sort of drove her to become who she is now, where she's like a more free. She's free.
Yeah. It's so interesting that Bismuths are made to be architects, because I look at her and I'm just like, no, she's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Like, there's no fucking way she's an architect. But, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just, like, the character design being like, no, we're going to build her to be, that's how she works, I don't know.
I mean, it's entirely possible that there's another gem that is, like, the architect being like, okay, this is what we're going to build. This is what I need you to make.
That's true. She could just be, like, the builder. Like the
grunt work of it.
Yeah. Still, I don't know.
And then I think it would suck even more because you can't even build the building how you want to build it. You're being told explicitly, this is what you need to create.
And she's not even getting paid for it. She's just an indentured slave at that point.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed.
That's what all of them are. A caste system.
Hey guys, slavery bad. Fascism bad. We haven't said it in a while. Fascism bad.
Fascism bad.
Fascism bad. Correct.
Took you a second there, buddy. I thought I was gonna be
Sorry,
like
I was looking at the episode.
I was gonna be like
and
I was gonna be like, comrade, you agree, fascism bad, correct? I'm like, God, we have to put Charlie down.
comrade. Anyway, so instead of sleep, what do we do tonight? We go back to the forge. After hours.
Bismuth interior mountain forge. After hours.
There you go. Wow, I didn't know she had her own bismuth.
That's
And
number 3.
That's number 3.
Never again.
And it's because she wants to show him a weapon called the Breaking Point. It's a weapon that'll shatter gems. And Steven's like, dude, we can't use that. That's murder. That's bad. We can't kill. We're better than Homeworld. And this causes Bismuth to be like, wait, that's what you said the last time. You're still Rose, aren't you, you son of a bitch?
This fucking thing looks terrifying. Like, already. I want to know, maybe there's something in the trivia. I want to know, like, whatever, like, they based this design off of, because like, it's not quite a needle. Like, or a nail.
It's a drill.
Is it a drill?
Yeah, it's definitely a drill.
Could be, probably. Either way, it looks fucking terrifying because it's just a giant point and you just, like, punch a fucking gem in the gem and then they fucking die. Versus the sword that's just like, yes, a fair fight, but also can instantly, slice the physical form of a gem. Not fully a fair fight, I would say, but sure.
No, but at least it doesn't end in permadeath.
True. But like, why? Why, Bismuth? Why is this what we have to do? Is just kill everybody.
I can understand how desperate Bismuth's point of view is. She's lost essentially everyone except a few close friends. And she's like, I have the weapon that could have stopped this the first time. I could have prevented all that loss, but Rose prevented me from doing it the first. Like, it's wrong, obviously, but it's in Bismuth's mind. She was right the first time, and she won't let Rose, quote unquote, stand in her way again.
Yeah. And also, this scene is just, like, terrifying in so many different ways. Like, they've gone to a separate part of this forge for, like, a training room that literally makes these fake gem soldiers for this demonstration. And, like, they're surrounded by lava, and it's the lighting, and it's terrifying. Just like, it's you, Rose. I have to kill you. Just like I tried to last time, but you wouldn't let me.
Damn, it's so rude of Rose to not let Bismuth kill her. Like, damn.
Right? Just a little bit rude.
Let her do what she wants.
So rude. Horrible. And we gotta fight. And what does Steven do?
Defense, that's all he really does. But also does kick her ass with defense.
I was gonna say, he does more than defend. He stabs her with Rose's sword.
Eventually he stabs her, but not before he, like...
Not before losing his flip-flop.
Yeah. Oh, R.I.P. the flip-flop. Unlike the like bajillion pink shirts he has, I don't think he has more flip-flops. R.I.P.
He doesn't, because at the end of the episode, he's still only wearing one shoe.
Again, R.I.P.
Steven Universe is Jason Grace?
That's your 4th Percy reference.
End the episode now. We're done. There's too many.
I'm afraid we're done, folks.
We're over the quota.
I'm afraid Charlie has ruined Steven Universe.
I didn't say Percy, I said Jason.
Sure.
Well, you just said Percy, so.
Before Bismuth, fades away into her gem, she's just like...
Yeah. It gets incredibly dark for a kid's show.
Right?
Like, she is fully asking Steven to kill her.
Oh,
to death.
Yeah, that's bad and all that, but the entire time I'm like, my guy, you got stabbed. You're talking a lot for someone who's been stabbed.
It's for the drama of it all.
You gotta do it for the drama.
You're telling me you wouldn't get like a couple good last words if you got stabbed?
No, because realistically, if I got stabbed, it'd be like...
Okay, this is where I see the cute little chibi thing. Is for some reason in the middle of this fucking, like, scene, right before they have the fight, when she gives him the breaking point, like, that's when the little chibis appear, and I'm just like...
Perfect timing.
Who decided this? Who edited this episode? Please don't.
You know who edited the episode? God himself.
Wow. I didn't realize Steven Universe had the power of God and anime on their side.
I mean, he kind of does.
Oh, I'm at the show.
Oh.
So Steven kills her.
Steven kills her, and he's like, I'm gonna be different than her. Don't you worry about that. And he is, because he brings the gem back home, and he tells everybody what happened.
Unlike his mom, who just killed her the first time and then hid her away in her magical
And just shrugged.
in her magical lion, and just was like, "Yep, good enough."
And it's like, okay, why don't they just take her out of there and try to have a talk with her? Like, why are they just like, we're just gonna leave her in like Garnet's room in the temple, like for an unbeknownst amount of time with all the corrupted gems?
I think because in a way she is corrupted. Like, not in like the same way as like the actual like corrupted gems, but like clearly she's dangerous.
And yet, when we get to her later, it feels so easy. So easy.
Oh, 100%. I do think it probably would have been better for them to like unbubble her and be like, hey, we need to have a talk.
Hey, why do you want to kill people so badly? Can we
Like,
talk about this?
if the show hadn't been like, you know, about to get canceled, because like that was literally when Ruby and Sapphire were getting married, which is why the show is getting canceled. So, you know, if they'd gotten the chance to like let it expand for longer, there's a chance that her arc could have been even longer than just like bubbled forever. Oh hey, let's unbubble her for the wedding, and she's good now. Cool.
Because doing that also doesn't make sense, because we establish in this episode that while she's bubbled, no time is passing for her. So it's not like she really gets like reflection time.
Exactly.
Like, theoretically, when she gets unbubbled, she should be like just as pissed.
And still as murderous.
It's literally insane how much they do this to her. It feels like she's unbubbled, she's told all of these crazy shit things, and then bubbled again, and then she's unbubbled, and it's like, hey, guess what?
Gay marriage is legal now.
Rose quartz is pink diamonds.
Yeah. Rose quartz is pink diamond, and also lesbians can get married. Let's go.
She's like, oh,
Let's go, lesbian. Let's go.
Now everything makes sense. I got it. My character arc is done. Cue the credits.
Forever young. I want to be forever young.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Charlie.
You want to go to the Crystal Temple?
For some Crystal Temple trivia. This is the first official half-hour special of the series. Previous half-hour specials were two-part episodes combined and aired together, like Mirror Gem Ocean Gem, The Return Jailbreak, Super Watermelon Island, Gem Drill, Beta Earthlings. Because of this, the episode has a unique title card. The episode begins immediately after the opening theme, and the title and credits are not displayed on a separate card, but instead are superimposed over the action.
Cartoon Network marks this episode as the 100th episode, which is the 98th and 99th overall. According to Matt Burnett, it is considered the 99th and 100th episode overall. The real 100th episode was Beta.
This is the first time Steven has poofed a non-corrupted gem.
This is the first time Steven used Rose's sword to poof a gem.
Steven is able to hear Bismuth inside Lion's Mane. This, along with the events of Bubbled, implies that gems are somehow able to transmit sound through airless environments or vacuums. There you go. However, the breeze inside Lion's dimension suggests there is air, just not breathable for humans.
Oh, so it's just like full of carbon or something.
Maybe.
Bismuth claims that Rose was made on Earth. However, this is contradictory to Rose's statement, voiced by Pearl, that refers to Homeworld as her home in Rose's scabbard. This foreshadows Rose's true nature revealed in a single pale rose. Both statements are true, Homeworld being the home of Pink Diamond, her having become Rose Quartz on Earth.
I mean, that was the story that she told everybody in the rebellion, is that, yeah, she's Rose Quartz, she was born on Earth or created on Earth and whatever. And of course, Pearl knows the truth.
And she can't say nothing. The 2010 Cartoon Network Studios logo appears on a mug.
This episode was banned in the United Kingdom after a single airing for unknown reasons. What the fuck, UK?
Damn, the UK is wild. Like, and we're going there to get engaged in a few months? Fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
Gay.
Guess we're not going to watch this episode afterwards.
No.
No, you should watch this episode in the UK specifically because it's illegal.
We get engaged and then we
Via
watch the
VPN.
episode. Yeah.
For cultural references.
Steven's drink during the gem sparring sequence looks very similar to an old-fashioned glass bottle of Coca-Cola.
When Lonely Blade discovers the demonic sword in the film, he mentions that it was forged by Muramasa. In Japanese legend, Muramasa was the bloodthirsty counterpart to honorable swordsmith Masamune. This parallels the nature of Rose's sword to that of the Breaking Point, for it was said that when both were placed in a stream, a Masamune's sword would repel leaves on the water surface, while Muramasa's would draw the leaves to it so that it might cut them on its blade. Additionally, the way the Lonely Blade cries out that the Muramasa sword possesses infinite power is a reference to the oft-named unlimited power line from the film Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Masters of the Universe.
I love that legend, and I did know about that, and I was like, wait a second, I didn't realize they were referencing this. That's so cool. Following each commercial break is an eye catcher signaling the return to the show. They feature chibi versions of the crystal gems using a warp pad and are similar to the style of eye catchers used in anime such as Sailor Moon R and Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
When Amethyst criticizes Bismuth for using the same joke twice, Stephen replies that the joke will be really funny if she tells it a third time. This is a reference to the rule of 3 in writing, where a joke or situation is at its funniest when it's delivered 3 times. The element of dark comedy at the center of this is that when Bismuth tells the joke a third time, after revealing the breaking point, Stephen is far from laughing.
Based on the size and the characters on the blade, the large sword blade seen on the wall of the forge might be a reference to Omnimon's transcended sword from Digimon.
The breaking point has a similar appearance and function to the Big O's piston punch from the anime The Big O.
Stephen throwing Bismuth's weapon into the lava is very similar to the scene in which John Connor throws a Terminator endoskeleton arm into molten steel in Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
The sword Bismuth made reflected in Stephen's pupils is possibly referencing the symbol of the Super Smash Bros. Series. It could even foreshadow the later brawl between the two. And now for Charlie's favorite section.
Continuity? The unknown bubbled object that was first seen in Lion 3 straight to video is revealed to be Bismuth.
The Lonely Blade movie from Stephen the Sword Fighter returns.
The Pearl now understands that movies do not have to make sense Stephen the Sword Fighter.
The corrupting light is indirectly mentioned by Garnet as Homeworld's final attack. Pearl mentions Rose protecting her and Garnet from the attack, something first mentioned by Greg in The Return.
Stephen indirectly mentions Peridot's redemption and arguably Nephrite's and Lapis's respective arcs when he says that most gem he meets always try to kill him, and it takes forever before he becomes friends with them.
I do have one more piece of trivia for you because I do not know who edits the Steven Universe wiki, but this is my theory on what that scene from the title card is referencing. I'm gonna send the image to Robert. It is a scene from Fate Stay Night. It is a very famous scene that is also recreated in the anime adaptations where Saber has just been summoned by the main character Shiro unknowingly, and she appears standing firmly, and he's fallen over on the floor looking up at her. So that's my theory on what that's referencing, because as we know, the Steven Universe creators, all weebs, all fucking weebs.
Yep.
So
hey, Charlie, who are we giving our Pearl points to?
Oh, it's a very good question.
I'm giving mine to Steven's melted flip-flop.
R.I.P.
I knew someone was going to, so I'm I can't do it because someone else is gonna say that one.
R.I.P. to a real one.
Right?
I'm gonna give him to the branch of the tree in Lion's Mane. R.I.P.
Chekhov's branch. There you go. I'm gonna give mine to Bismuth's tennis hand, or not tennis hand, Bismuth's racket hand for badminton, because she went for it. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna get into the spirit.
Absolutely.
Even though this is really weird and different, I'm gonna do it.
And then what's the question gonna be? I mean,
would you fuck a clone of yourself?
No, I was gonna be the question. The question
has nothing to do with the actual.
The question for most of this fucking episode has been have you had to deal with the loss of a parent? I'm yeah, both of us have. Yay, emotions.
I have not. Have you ever had to deal with the loss of a parent and someone coming in and changing your entire worldview on that parent?
Yeah, there were a lot of things I didn't know about my dad until he died, and then we'd hear from friends and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry he passed away." I'm like, "Who the fuck are you? We've never heard of you."
Yeah.
But that brings our episode to an end. Mac, thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
We didn't ask you anything at the beginning. We're not going to ask you anything at the end.
It's valid.
Fantastic. Charlie, thank you for making a podcast with me.
Thank you for making a podcast with me. And also thank you, Mac, for existing.
You're welcome.
God, if you didn't exist, I'd be like a fucking slob at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Rip.
You aren't?
Rip. With that being said, if every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
follow this podcast socials at thebitssupod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our dime line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at patreon.com/thebitsu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll talk about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by Charlie, me, or if you cannot do that or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws. You can also hear my voice on 2 other podcasts. I co-host another podcast on the network with Ray called Of the Eldest Gods, where we talk about the mythology book series by Rick Riordan, starting with Percy Jackson. I also co-host a podcast with my buddy Ethan called Mysteries in the Machine, where we talk about all things Scooby-Doo.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme page on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok. If you want to hear more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called the Damn Meme page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. If you want to find me elsewhere in the podcast verse, you can also tune into my podcast, The Pit Crew, a show dedicated to dissecting the HBO Max medical drama, The Pit. The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Burn Before Reading, a podcast about literature, where your hosts, Christina and Leela, cringe about writing.
I'm Christina Kahn.
And I'm Leela Hilton,
And this is Burn Before Reading,
the podcast about shiterature.
We're here to examine the terrible writing we did when we were younger.
Like that school project you were really proud of.
Or that poem you wrote when you got dumped.
Well, how about that apology letter you wrote to your mom when you got into that fight?
Or the song you recorded before you knew how to write music.
Okay, don't at me. And we're here to talk about other cringy literary topics along the way.
Like the Library of Alexandria.
And Dewey Decimal.
His name was Melville Dewey.
Oh, well, do we want to get the clips rolling?
I don't think I ever recovered from this in terms of being cool.
Why did I say any of this?
I do like the drama. So there is actually quite a bit to unpack here.
Oh, all this drama was so addictive as a teenager.
There's no punctuation to it. I'll start with that.
I actually have no memory of this.
There were so many lies that I was telling.
It's not terrible.
No one really taught me how to write a good short story.
That was a journey.
Listen to Burn Before Reading
every Wednesday, wherever pods are cast.
Deus Ex Media.